So if you've been paying attention to the news recently, you'll know there's some crazy stuff going on in the world, and you've probably asked yourself, what can I do to make things worse? Today's video is about 5 tips on how to be an insufferable ideologue. Tip 0, not really a tip, just important to keep in mind. Have a missionary complex. Remember, we're on a mission to convert people and get them successfully sucked into the hive mind, not make friends, so don't worry about people's feelings. Tip 1, feign interest. A lot of people are real bad at small talk, and they have a hard time starting conversations about their pet issue. A good way to start a conversation is to pretend you care about a person's opinion. Then, once the conversation is started, you can wait for a chance to talk about what you want to say. But don't waste too much time pretending to listen because we've got a job to do. So, tip 2, join an echo chamber. Consume as much media as you can pertaining to your own narrow viewpoint. This way you can seem more informed than you actually are. And whenever someone asks you a question about something you're not qualified to answer, which will be a regular thing, you can disguise your own ignorance using jargon and vapid rhetorical hand-waving. Tip 3, hyperfixate. It can be easy to get distracted with questions like, did I cause all of my failed relationships? Am I a shitty person? Whenever you start having the slightest semblance of self-awareness, instead, start rationalizing how your point of view is correct and everyone else is just not listening to you. Once you become fully immersed inside your echo chamber, the positive feedback loop of your own cognitive biases will lead you to believe that this obsessive behavior is normal. Tip 4, be aggressive. Speaking of alienating your friends, remember that what you're doing is for their own good. You don't have to worry about their feelings or the damage you're doing to the relationship. Instead, pretend that you really care about them while secretly waiting to correct them at the earliest opportunity. This will help you more successfully micromanage their every waking thought, thus improving the overall quality of the relationship, and that little bit of momentary discomfort will be worth the sacrifice. Tip 5, interrupt people. If someone says something you disagree with, you don't have to wait until they're done talking to correct them. In fact, if they seem to particularly care about the subject of conversation, it's your responsibility to set the record straight as soon as possible. You don't need manners when you have the correct opinion. They'll thank you later. Well, that's all for today. Just follow these easy steps, and soon you'll be an insufferable ideologue. Remember, you don't have to be an asshole. It just helps. Thank you so much for watching. This last bit is a disclaimer and kind of an apology. This video is obviously satire and in no way related to Blackout Tuesday or the Chinese Communist Party's virus. The goal of this video was to communicate self-improvement in a humorous way, and the naivety of my youth kind of taught me about a lot of these behaviors and, trial and error. I'm guilty of all of these things at some point in my life. And the goal of this video was to, I guess, tell you about them and how to not do them. And if I ever treated you this way, I'm sorry. George Floyd said, "This generation is clearly lost." Hopefully, I can help provide some guidance and you can avoid some of the fuck-ups I've made. If you thought this video was funny, helpful, or elucidating in any way, let me know in the comments down below. If you think I'm an out-of-touch boomer, that's cool too. Let me know. Thank you again so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe.